Everybody, it's your friend Mrs. Cannan, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the parts of the clarinet and how I like to put the clarinet together. Now this may be different from what your teacher does. This is the way I learned it when I learned clarinet in college. It was a long time ago, but this is the way my professor had us do it. Okay, so let's talk about the parts of the clarinet first, because you have all of this stuff in here. You definitely have the most complicated instrument to put together in elementary school. Right here you're seeing a mouthpiece, and that's what the mouthpiece looks like. And it has a thing called a ligature. We'll talk about that a little more in a second. That's what holds the reed on. And also a mouthpiece cap. Okay, so that's all of those parts. There's a barrel that connects to the mouthpiece. There are two parts. This is called the upper joint. This is called the lower joint. And you're going to be able to tell the difference because the upper joint has 2 corks and the lower joint only has 1 cork. And then you have a bell. I like to say it's called that because it kind of looks like a bell, ringy ding ding. That's probably what it is. A lot of instruments have a bell. It's part of what helps project the sound. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to take out the bell and the bottom joint, the one that only has 1 cork on the bottom. Okay? You're going to push and twist these 2 things together until it's together like that, without a gap, not showing any cork there. Okay? This next part is the tricky part. You want to make sure that you put these 2 pieces together in a way that these keys don't knock against each other. All right? Those could get bent. And there's a little key here called the bridge key. I am pointing to it. I want to make sure it's showing up there. Okay, that's the bridge key. The bridge key moves when you wiggle the key on the second hole here. Okay, so I'm wiggling that bridge key. Do you see that? What you want to do, kind of no matter what hand you're comfortable with, you want to hold these keys down with your left hand while you take this other part in your right hand. And you are going to wiggle and twist these 2 parts together. Did you notice how I did that really kind of slowly? I didn't knock these together. That could be bad for the clarinet. It's important for that part to line up, that little bridge. It's like a bridge for ants that could go marching across it. Okay? If this isn't correct, some of the keys on the bottom of your clarinet won't work. Okay? That part is together. The next thing you're going to do is take the reed, which is how the sound is produced. You're going to take the reed and you're going to put it in your mouth, on your tongue. You just want to get the reed wet. You don't want to suck on it like it's a lollipop, because it totally isn't. Some people love the taste of the reed. Some people just tolerate it. I'm in between someplace. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes a little like a popsicle stick. While the reed is in your mouth, I want you to take the mouthpiece and the barrel, push and twist those together. That should happen pretty easily. Okay? If some of these corks aren't easy to put together, you should have a little chapstick tube in your case called cork grease. You just put a little bit on like you're putting chapstick on your lips. Okay? So here is your mouthpiece and barrel pushed and twisted together. You're going to take the reed. See how there's writing on that side? I'm going to have to watch this again to make sure you can see the Rico there, because it looks a little overexposed here. You're going to turn that so that flat side so the letters go down. You want the top of the reed to match the top of the mouthpiece. Not up too high, not down too low. Right there. Then you're going to take your ligature. This is the silver thing that holds the reed on. That's a very fancy name for it. It only goes on one way. If I try to put it on wrong, it will not fit. So you have to make sure the bigger part goes down toward the bottom. Sliding it on. You tighten these screws just tight enough. I like to call it Goldilocks. Not too tight, not too loose. It's just right. If you don't know Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, I guess go check out that fairy tale. But anyway, now these parts are put together. And this is the first thing that a lot of teachers have you practice. It makes a really cool squeaky sound. I'll do a video on that. For now, though, I just wanted to show you how to put the whole clarinet together. So you're going to take the mouthpiece and barrel. You're going to push and twist it onto the upper joint, really the only place that it can go. And now you have a clarinet that is put together from the mouthpiece all the way down through. Okay? And the reed is on the side where there aren't many keys. Some people are tempted to put the reed on backwards. So for example, like that is wrong. That's the front of the instrument. Your reed wants to point to the back of the instrument. All right, the clarinet is a super awesome instrument, and I hope you have a lot of fun practicing it. Make sure you check with your teacher with any questions that you might have, and have fun practicing.